Hey good man, here with another authentic talk note. One of the guys mentioned in group this past week is that he really wants to consume a lot of knowledge. He said he really thinks that if he could just learn how to do things better, he'd be better off. And a lot of the guys kind of pumped the brakes on that and said, yeah, there's some truth to that. There's good knowledge out there. It's good to learn new things. It's good to expand our concepts and not think that we have it all together. He said, however, that can be a trap as well because you'll rely on your knowledge. You'll rely on knowing the right answer all the time. And one of the guys, it was amazing, he said when I came into group, he said I could quote chapter, book, page. He had all the answers. He said, but yet I still felt empty. I still felt disconnected from myself, and actually I felt pretty depressed. He said, and I knew a lot. And a lot of the guys that have been in groups with him were like, yeah, he was pretty intimidating to actually be in group with because he had all the right answers. However, he felt empty and disconnected from himself and from his relationships. And he said, I would caution you on that. It's not about having all the right answers. It's not about having all the right knowledge. That stuff can be great. However, it's the experience of it, and it's the grace to not have to know. He said, to not be able to predict and know all of the different schemes. We've all done it. Think about going into a conversation that we're nervous about or anxious about. We think about 8 different ways the conversation could go and try to have an answer for each one so that we're prepared. Well, what that does is it takes us out of any creativity or trusting ourselves, and we're operating out of fear. So the knowledge has actually handicapped us to be thinking very small rather than having the creativity to be very free in our thoughts and trusting ourselves. He said, there's nothing wrong with knowledge. He said, but I have found far less use for it than the actual emotions and the relationships I engage in and the trust for myself. So the call to authenticity is, you know what? It is great to learn. You know, that's what these videos are for. That's what the books behind me are for. Those are great steps to expand your process, expand your knowledge, expand your experiences, and the way you see things. However, the application piece, the maintenance piece, the living experience of the thing comes from getting connected with people and kind of talking about it and then going out and living it. Get out there and live the experiences rather than just being a theory. Then you get to come back in a room, get talking with people you really trust and say, all right, this is where I'm at with that theory. This is how it's become an experience in my life. And that's how we want you to take this on as well. As far as the circle of relationships go, we're really talking about the number 1 here. We're talking about our holistic health and where are we focusing? Don't get so wigged out in 1 or 2 areas like this one in the intellectual health. Really being cautious to say, how am I doing in the social, the physical, the intellectual, emotional, and spiritual. Don't leave these things out to dry just because it's great to know the answer and other people might respect you for knowing that answer. All right, there's your ATN for today. I look forward to chatting with you later.